Well, it's a pleasure to be here today with Raymond Anokye. He plays with Udinese, the under-19 side. Had a very fantastic season, and the Primavera would come to that. But first off, how are you feeling? A very long season you had.
All right. First of all, I would just thank God for such a wonderful season, and I would say thank you to my Lord, and thank you to my father, my godfather, my prophet and everything, Mr. Sami Enimalo, for such an encouragement and everything that he has done for me throughout the season. It wasn't easy, but God made it possible. So yeah.
Well, let's start off with your journey to Italy, to move straight from Division 1. I think at the time that you were leaving, Young Apostles were still in the Division 1, straight to Italy. How was it like moving at that point and settling in Europe and all that?
First of all, we were working, but we were not expecting that as soon as possible like that. So I think it was a great feeling for me to move from Division 1 and not playing for the Premier League to Europe. It was such a wonderful experience, and so.
Well, I read an interview that you had a couple of years ago. You spoke about how Division 1 in Ghana is extremely tough. It can be very rough. Would you say that playing in such an environment helped shape you as a forward?
I wouldn't say that, though, but in Europe there are a lot of facilities and a lot of opportunities there. So I would say there's a slight difference, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's much better than our league. So yeah.
And as a young player in Italy, how was it like? Getting there first. You probably no friends. The food, the culture, the language. How has that been settling in so far?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, especially the language-wise and the food aspect too. It wasn't easy, and the weather was also a bit. It was a bit difficult to adapt, but right now everything is okay.
So was it too cold for you?
Yeah, in the beginning, yes.
And how about the language? Is it better now? Do you speak a bit of Italian?
Yes, but let me say 30-70. That's 30 for me, and
but 30, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Can you give like a sentence in Italian?
Oh, okay.
Like, can you say something in Italian?
Okay, I would say my name is Raymond Anokye Asante. Io sono Raymond Anokye Asante, 20 anni. That is, my name is Raymond Anokye Asante, and I'm 20 years old.
So how do you learn the language? Do you communicate with your teammates? Is it like a direct thing that you want to do for yourself? Do you sign up to classes, or is it just the fact that you play with the Italians?
Oh yeah, and in the beginning we had lessons for the Italian for those from outside the country, and sometimes too I learn from my friends that I play with in training grounds, and I also try to download some apps to help me learn the language. So yeah.
Apart from football, what's your favorite thing to do in Italy?
My favorite thing?
Yeah.
I would say singing.
You sing?
Yeah, and dancing too. I like to play instruments, but unfortunately I don't know how to play. So I'll try to learn too.
Is it what, the drum, guitar?
Yeah, my favorite is the guitar.
That's nice. But with the Italian culture, I mean, you must have tried either one of their pizza or is it their gelato ice cream?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you tried in Italy that you love so far?
Okay, I would say their food. I would say pasta, and they had one called lasagna too.
Yeah.
And I don't really like ice cream stuff. It's not my thing.
Yeah. Let's come back to your football in Italy. You've been playing the Primavera for 2 seasons now. Your first season, you were settling in. now your second season, all of a sudden you move from scoring just a handful of goals to scoring 20 plus goals in the Primavera, and you've actually become the African with the most ever goals in the Primavera. We've seen a lot of Ghanaians playing, the likes of Asamoah Gyan, even recently Felix Afenajan. How did it make you feel as a Ghanaian knowing that you've broken such a record?
I'll once again say thank you to my God, and then thank you to my dad. He is part of this success, and I can't thank him enough. Words can't explain how much I really appreciate his effort to make me a better person. And then yeah, I felt so special, and I felt so happy because it wasn't easy, but yeah, everything became possible and successful. So.
How would you describe yourself as a winger, as a striker? I see that you can play in multiple positions. Where do you usually score your goals from?
My goal? I would say coming from the wings. Yeah, and I would say coming from the wings. I play as a winger in the beginning, but our system of play over there doesn't suit me as a winger. So yeah, I play as an attacker. So most of the goals come from the middle. Yeah.
And where do you see yourself? Is it like 5-10 years from now? Do you think you would eventually get back to the wings, or you're starting to really enjoy the striking position?
I started as a winger, and my role model Cristiano Ronaldo did. So I think if I go back to the wings, I'll be very glad. But if it doesn't happen this way, I'll still find my way to suit in the attacking position as well.
Well, you mentioned Ronaldo as your role model. Why is he your role model?
Everything shows. He's hardworking, he's disciplined, and his mindset is so much different from any other player in this world. So I really like him, and I really want to be like him, even more than him. So yeah, he's everything to me.
And what's the one thing about Ronaldo that you would say you've picked up and added to your game?
Okay, I would say his goal scoring, his mindset, his hard working, and how disciplined he is. So.
And being in Italy, playing in the Primavera, obviously now you're in the news. A lot of people are talking about you. Everyone is asking who is Raymond. How do you keep yourself grounded, knowing that this is just the beginning of a long journey?
It's really difficult, but I would say for now I see myself like. This is not all I want. I want more. So I just ignore everything that people are saying, and try to work on my weaknesses as well to improve more, to do more than what I've done right now.
And as a player, obviously playing in the under-19, you would have dreams of playing with the first team. You had the opportunity, I think, in pre-season where you played a friendly match. How did that feel playing for Udinese senior team, and how different was it from the under-19s?
Okay, I would say I was really glad for that opportunity, and I would say it's way much different from the Primavera because they are hardworking and they are more stronger than the Primavera. So I felt it was different from the Primavera, and I like that.
Is that like a challenge that you have to yourself to be able to play more games with the senior team in the near future?
Yeah, but like I said, we will still work and then get there.
After this groundbreaking season, what next for you? What's the next level for you now?
My next level is to get a team that I can improve myself more to reach the professional level of the game. So yeah, right now I can't say much. We are just hoping for God and then see what will happen. So.
Well, you made some very interesting comment about Syria being much stronger than the Primavera, but we've seen the league sort of get back to its olden days, especially with European performances. We saw quite a number of Italian teams go deep in the European competition, with Atalanta winning the Europa League, and then we also had Fiorentina reaching the Conference League final. would you say that the Serie A is probably a league that a lot of people underrate and probably don't give enough credit to, given what we are seeing right now with the performance of the teams?
Yeah, I would say it's been underrated, and Serie A is not just a league, but it's really hard to play. If you can play Serie A, trust me, you can play anywhere in football. So yeah.
What do you think makes Serie A so competitive? Because if you're looking at it on paper, you win the league next season. Look at Napoli; they won the league, and then they are nowhere to be found. Even when they're about 7-8 spots for Europe, they couldn't even make it to Europe. But what's the thing about Serie A?
I would say yes, because they're tactically they are disciplined, and if you see the league has been a blessing to most of Ghanaian legends, likes of Asamoah Gyan, Stephen Appiah, Kojo Asamoah, Ajiman Badu. So I would say yeah, and if you watch, they recently won an European Cup, and I would say yes. It's a very difficult league.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wishing you all the best in your dreams.
Thank you so much.